This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Today, guys, we are going to Universal in Osaka, Japan to experience the Pokemon Halloween event, and I'm so excited, so let's jump into it. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, basically Universal, the theme park in Japan, they go hard, especially for Halloween, so I had the pleasure of going with my friends, and it's gonna be a good time. Let's go through it, so maybe next year, if you guys want to visit, you know exactly what to do. So we will talk about the Pokemon stuff a little bit later in the video, but I want to showcase the rest of the park, and includes a very special collaboration with Chainsaw Man, which is one of my favorite animes of all time, including manga too. And they actually had a ride here, so that was the first thing I did. As soon as we got in the park, we had to go to the Chainsaw Man ride, which was a 4D experience. You go into a theater, and it is super dope. I don't really film the ride itself because I want you guys to experience it, but you know, you can just look it up on YouTube if you really want. But it was so fun, we literally had to go on it twice, and obviously after that you're gonna want to get some food. So we found a Chainsaw Man little kiosk that was selling a bun that was filled with bacon and cream corn, and I wasn't super into that, so my friends tried it, and yeah, apparently it was okay. It was decent, but I got to try the churro that had a blood orange sauce on it, and that was super tasty. So I'd recommend the churros, because I mean, come on, it's a theme park, you gotta get the churros, you know what I'm saying? And of course, you can't forget the shopping experience if you guys want to get some awesome merch. I feel like the merchandise in Universal Japan is just like unmatched. The collaborations, it is so sick. So we got some Pokemon stuff, some Chainsaw Man stuff, and there's obviously tons more. There's Demon Slayer stuff for all my anime fans, and of course, if you're not an anime fan, they had tons more, especially Nintendo. They had Minions. Literally, you can, whatever's Universal, they had it, and you can get some awesome stuff. So do some shopping. Recommend doing that. I mean, maybe last, we did it first, and I had to hold the bag around the entire day. So it's tip number one. Don't do what I did. Buy stuff last and not first, unless it's like a hat, and then you can put that on. But you know what I'm saying? You just do that last. But the number one thing you should do as soon as you enter the park is download the USJ app, the Universal app, because you're going to want to get timed entry tickets for Super Nintendo World, because those go super fast. We got into the park at 8 a.m. and we got a timed ticket for 10 a.m. But our friends were a little bit later. They got in at 9, and the only time tickets they could find were for literally 4 o'clock, like 8 hours later. So trust me, get the app so you can get your park tickets for timed entries right away. And thankfully, that leads into the next thing, which is Super Nintendo World, which is, I mean, come on, look at this place. We've been on the other rides a couple of times, so we decided to do the one ride that we haven't done yet, my girlfriend and I, which was the Yoshi Adventure. It was a 90-minute wait, which is quite a long time, but honestly, it flew by, because the actual waiting area, it is super fun to just like look around. We even had the little wristbands, so you can play like little mini games as you find like little treasures and stuff. It is amazing, and the actual ride, I mean, I'll let it speak for itself. What a awesome experience. Now, before we go on to the Pokemon Halloween party, I gotta talk about the sponsor of the day, and that is Squarespace. Now guys, Squarespace is here, and they are introducing their design intelligence, which is amazing cutting edge AI technology to unlock your strongest creative potential. What this is going to do is help you build a beautiful, more personalized website tailored to your unique needs. Whether that's creating a website, an online course, a blog, video, memberships, portfolio, literally anything you can think of, Squarespace has got you covered. And once you do that, you can actually connect all of your major social media accounts to your website in just a few clicks. You can use icons, direct links, embedded feeds, and build the visitor trust while updating your content only where you need it. And if you have a shop, you can sync your product catalog directly with Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Google to reach even more customers. And not only that, they have integrated SEO tools, so your website is optimized to be indexed with meta descriptions and show up even more often. And if you're selling products, Squarespace Payments has made things even easier for you guys. It's just a few clicks to start receiving payments right away. I know so many creators who actually started to sell their merch and also showcase their portfolios all on Squarespace, And all of these websites are so well designed, and it's funny because most of them do it themselves because Squarespace is that easy to use. So if you're ready to build your very own website, make sure to go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/AlxAce to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. And let's get back into the Pokemon, because I think it's time for the Halloween Pokemon concert. Okay, so it's time for the Halloween party. We actually ended up getting the VIP special seating tickets, which I think were like $10 per person, but I honestly think it was worth the wait because look at this view. It is a fantastic view. I feel like I'm at an actual concert, but still what this is basically a little mini concert. They play around a couple of different songs, and it's like a little show because they actually have like a little storyline. Basically, you're celebrating Halloween with Pikachu, and then it gets robbed by Ween Hollow. They probably could have come up with a better name, but she's a evil Pokemon trainer, and she's got Mimikyu, Banette, Mischievous, and of course, you have Gengar there as well. And it's just such a cute show. I mean, look at this. I had such a good view. I love them. I love the mascots. I love them so much, and it was just such a fun experience being there. And it was quite crowded, so it was like good vibes, good energy. The music's great, and it's just such a fun, unique experience to see all the Halloween, the Pokemon characters in Halloween outfits, and it's something you can only see in Japan, and I definitely recommend doing it if you are ever in USJ. I mean, it's a good time. You just cannot miss it if you are here. Because, I mean, like, literally, we are all grown adults, and we are just having the time of our lives looking at all the Pokemon mascots, because the quality of, like, the actual, like, giant, mascots is so good. I was, like, shocked. It was super good. I mean, just look at all the footage we've got. It is so fun, so really recommend it. The Pokemon concert, good times. But, of course, after that, you're gonna be a little hungry. So, we went to the Halloween Pokemon Cafe and basically ordered literally everything off the menu. This was a Pokemon Halloween menu too, so we had the Gengar beef stew that my girlfriend got, and she said it was amazing. There's so much, different little appetizers on the actual plate as well. And then in my case, I got the Mimikyu Hatsu burger, which was super tasty. That one, again, French fries, tortilla chips. It was just, it's just delicious. The food, it was, I will say, a little messy. Both of our plates were it's a messy meal, so I recommend getting some, cutlery. So, but we will give these items definitely A+. Those are really, really tasty. And as for the desserts, you can't forget that because we also got the desserts, which was a Litwick mousse cake, and that was super good. We really liked that one. And then we had a Pumpkaboo pumpkin cake, which was a little bit too chocolatey for our liking, and honestly, because we are old and crusty, that's where we called it a day. There was so much walking we did in between this. Obviously cut down into 6 minutes. It looked like we didn't do much, but we got to see a ton of other things. We tried other foods and other drinks. It was just a lot, but those were honestly the highlights of the Halloween event for Pokemon in USJ. And I definitely want to do it again. And there's so many other rides that we did not cover. So if you want us to revisit USJ, I'm in Japan for 3 more months. So maybe we'll head back and do a deep dive on all of the rides. It was just super busy because we were there during the Halloween event for the entire park. So the amount of people there, it was a little overwhelming, a little overstimulating. That's probably the only negative thing I'd say about the park experience is we were just overstimulated by midday because there's just so many people. But I mean, you can see in the footage, we went to so many different places. We tried so much different food and drinks, and it was just a good time. So if you guys are there, definitely check it out. Halloween Pokemon event, such a good time. But thank you guys so much for watching. Happy Halloween to those of you guys watching, because this is coming out on Halloween, I think. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in some more Japan vlogs and footage and whatever's in the near future. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.